excellent practice today. There's no repeat Thursday. Emphasis on short yardage, goal line, red zone, and added a segment of 2-point plays. I think it's going to come down to some 2-point plays this year. We're going to be better prepared with our football team. I thought our guys had an excellent week of practice. They're ready to go, ready to hit somebody else. We're excited to play Georgia Southern on Saturday night at Tiger Stadium. I know it's going to be a great crowd. Can't wait for it. Any questions?
Sadiq Charles wasn't here on Wednesday. What's his status for this weekend?
Well, Sadiq is ready to go. He's available to play with me.
Have you seen any separation from those guys at left guard?
Yeah, they're both going to play. You know, probably Adrian would probably start him right now because Chase Hunt had been hurt. But that's going to go all the way to game time. But it looks like Adrian's a little bit ahead because Chase Hunt missed so many practices.
Yeah, Ed, almost every team in the league has suspensions from the summer. Do you have any hanging over your head?
You know, we're going to handle all that in-house, and I won't talk about that. So we'll handle all in-house just like we did last year.
Caleb Vaughn and some of these guys talk about they want to make plays, they want to get stats, but they have to be disciplined against this offense.
Yes,
right?
yeah, you got to be in your gap. You got to show color in your gap, especially when they go to the right, the fullback comes to the left, and it's a misdirection play, and if you jump out your gap, that guy's going to go for about 60 yards. So it's assignment football. We can't take any chances and jump out of the gap and give them a big play.
They don't throw it a lot, but when they do, they can hit the home run. Is that
they're going for the rail routes. They want the safeties to come up deep, pass and throw it behind your head. They're excellent at it.
How important is the run part of the run-pass option for you guys? And I feel like that gets overlooked.
Yeah, we have to be able to run the ball. We're going to be 50-50. We're going to be physical. Just because we're not in a power set, that doesn't mean we're not going to have some power plays, some double teams, some gap plays. We have to be able to run the football and sustain drive and keep the ball away from our opponent's offense.
And for them, clock management, I mean, time, the possession seems to be big for them. I mean, how is that playing into this game?
Well, we have to get off the field on third down on defense. We have to be good on first down, not be 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2. They're excellent at it. We have to get off the field on defense, and we have to sustain drives on offense. We have to keep our defense fresh.
Heard you talk last night about needing all 5 of your running backs this year. Is it a plan going in how much you use those guys, or is it just kind of how Tommy feels?
We'll see how the game goes. We'll see how the game goes. Clyde's our featured back. Lenore has had an excellent camp. Chris Curry has been hurt some of the camp. Can't play on some situations. But Tyron and John can go in at any time.
What does Leonard do that's different from all those other guys in that room?
He catches the ball well at the backfield. He knows his plays. He's a good runner. He's a solid running back. He hadn't had a chance yet, and truthfully, when he plays, he does a pretty good job.
I know it depends on the flow of the game, but how many plays would you like to average a game?
You know, we'd like to have about 75, 80 plays a game. I think that would be pretty good for us.
And you're only over 70 twice last year, so you're speeding it up.
Yeah, we speed it up a little bit. I don't want to go too fast, so we've got to give the defense a chance to run.
You've consistently mentioned Derek Stingley as your punt returner, Clyde as your kick returner. What's the depth like there if there had to be, some...
Yeah, Justin Jefferson can go in there and catch some punts. No question about that. Leonard has done some returning for us, some kickoff returns. So those, I think we're solid.
You said you don't want to tire out the defense and go too fast. I guess, how do you go about balancing that?
You know, just the way the game goes, the flow of the game. We talk about it, me, Steve, and Dave, the flow of the game. You know, hey, defense needs a little rest. Hey, we're fine on defense. Let's go bounce away. Just flow of the game.
Offensively, you think you're just going to go out and show everything you got? Or?
No question. Yeah, we're coming guns a-blazing. First game, let's go. Every game is important on our schedule. This is Georgia Southern. We're giving it everything we got.
Several of the guys talk about the importance of walking down that hill and looking sharp, getting their clothes and everything. Is it important the way they present themselves on game day?
Class, first class, respect and dignity. Our guys have that; they deserve it. And we LSU Tigers, I want them looking sharp. They're gonna, they're gonna put on their Gucci shoes that they got. When Arden Key had a pink flowered suit one time. I told him, you better sack the quarterback today. He had 3 sacks. I said, wear it at every Saturday. I don't care.
So I heard heard there's a running deal that you might have to wear one of those jackets, those suits for the
Yeah,
summer.
yeah, there's a couple of deals there. I'm kind of a basics guy myself.
Coach, how have you guys practiced substitutions and signaling for plays?
Say that again now?
How have you guys practiced your substitutions and signaling for plays as you guys have?
We have worked that extensively. In fact, last mock game, that's what it was all about. And then again today, we have what we call the winning ends, about running on the field, running off the field, the guys down. So I think we've done a good job in our preseason games, but that's one of the things that as a head coach, you're always concerned about putting the 11 men on the field and fighting like tigers. I think we're about as prepared as we can be.
All right, anything else?
Is it possible our defensive backs are better this year than last year after losing Grady Williams?
I think this is the best defensive backfield group I've been around. And we have Christian Fulton back. He's healthy. I think Christian's about 90%. He's still nagging a little bit. We have Derek Stingley, I think is phenomenal. Cordell Flott, Jay Ward is a little hurt right now. But Cordell is really has had one of the best camps. So we feel like we're good at corner. I'll say it again, I think Grant Delton's the best defensive player come back in the country. Todd Harris, Jacoby Stevens, those guys are premier safety, so I feel good about it.
Well, out of week one, I know the win is the one you want, but out of the week one, what's the number one thing you want you guys to get out of this game?
Yeah, I want us to tackle well. I think tackling the space is a premium. The teams that we're going to play this year, and it starts with Georgia Southern. We have to tackle on the perimeter. We have to make them go back, not let them fall forward. We want to win the turnover battle and make sure that we're doing that, and obviously win the game.
On your coaching show last night, you talked about your rushing defense has to improve. You talked about the numbers. I mean, this is a great way to challenge them right off the bat and tell them.
Yeah, no question. They're going to run the football, and it's going to be mostly run the whole game. We have to stay in our gap. We have to alternate our defensive line. We have to be disciplined. We can't take any chances, and we have to tackle them.
One more for Coach. Last year you mentioned there were times just because you had a kicker like Cole Tracy that you maybe wouldn't be aggressive on a fourth or third or whatever else. You got a kicker who can kick really long too. How does that affect how you might approach things?
Right. Well, we're going to give him a chance to kick. I want to see what he can do. And it all depends where the ball's at. Obviously, if it's a no-brainer, we're going to go for it on 4th and 1. If there's a chance to give him, if it's 4th and 2, it's a very close game with the field goal. We'll give him a chance to kick it through.
Nice, Coach.
I got it.